Now to measure the radius of the wire, what we do is we unscrew this object, there is a gap created, and we put the wire in between and then screw it back unless it's tight around the wire. So this tick awaz is the signal that you should stop rotating and take it outside. Okay. So now we can just read the main scale and circular scale. So the main scale reading is 0.1 or 1 millimeter. So the main scale reading is 0.1 centimeter. Okay, we are doing all the calculations in centimeters, so I am going to write down the main scale reading is 0.1 centimeter and the circular scale reading is 7. Okay, so circular scale reading should be multiplied with the least count. So this will be equal to 0.007 and added to the main scale. So this is your main scale reading and the circular scale reading is 0.007. So the total reading is 0.107 centimeter. So ideally we need to perform this measurement at the 3 different locations of the wire to get the exact average of the measurement, but I am not going to do it here. So one reading is sufficient for our experiment. Okay. So we have calculated measure the quantities I. We got L, which is 30 centimeter. We have got R, which is 0.107 centimeters. Okay. Rest are the constant. All we need to measure is T1 and T2, right? So T1 and T2 we are going to measure by oscillating the object and counting the time with this stopwatch. Okay. So for to avoid the human error, what we do is instead of counting one oscillation, time period for one oscillation, we count the time period for 20 oscillations or more oscillations, and then we divide it by the number of oscillations to take the average time period. So this way we can avoid the human error, which is basically that sometimes I can be delayed in stopping our stopwatch or in starting the stopwatch. So these errors can be minimized by repeating the experiment multiple times. Okay. So here is so first we are going to measure the T1 by oscillating these rods horizontally. So I have my stopwatch here. What I will do is, as I'll leave this rods, I'll start the timer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So in 20 oscillations I have measured the time, which is 17 seconds 17.15 seconds. Okay. So I'm going to repeat this experiment once more to get the exact to take the average. So for T1 first measurement we get 17.15 for 20 oscillations. Seconds T1 for 20 oscillations. Okay. So let's repeat this once more. So I'm going to reset my watch and start it with the oscillations. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So this time I've got 15. So you can see that there is some error. Okay. Because so this time I've got 15.53 seconds. So what I can do is take the average of these two, which will be, so the average will be 16.34 seconds. So this is the time average for 20 oscillations. What we need to do is divide by the 20 to get the time period for one oscillation. So what we do is we divide this further with 20 oscillations and we get time period T1 equals to 16.34 divided by 20 oscillations will be equals to 0.817 second. So this is our T1. Okay. So what we need to do, you put this value T1 in there and you can measure the Young's modulus. Next, since we are measuring, doing our measurements, let's measure the T2 also. And then we can just do all the calculations after this. Okay. So to measure T2, I am going to fix one of the rod in this hinge. And now what I need to do is, ideally these threads should be cut off, but I am going to leave them there right now. Okay, so I am going to put it down simply because it's almost weightless, so it's not going to affect our experiment, but ideally it should be cut off. Okay. So what we need to do is, I need to twist the wire by rotating the rod slightly. Okay, so I'm going to rotate the rod and leave it, and it oscillates by twisting the wire. So to measure the time period, I'm going to count from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it took 22 seconds, 22.65 seconds. So again for T2, so we need to leave these quantities here. I'm going to rub this off because we already know what these quantities mean.